Hello, I am hashtag the tallest man in real estate. Today is May 2021, and I wanted to go over the Bay Area population change and migration. A lot of people are talking about all these people exiting the Bay Area, which is true. There are people leaving, but I think the media has kind of overblown it a little bit more than what's actually happening. So I wanted to share a few charts with you. The first one is the Bay Area population trends. And so you can see the different years here is 2010 here. And then we're going up to July 2020. And so you will see there is a little bit of a decrease here. Let me move my screen over so you can actually see what that is. So yeah, we've had a little bit of a decrease. It looks like about 0.6% or so over the year before. But I don't think this is the big exodus that everyone keeps talking about here in the Bay Area. What I wanted to show here too is the 1 year population changes. And again, we're looking at July 2019 to July 2020. And everyone's talking about San Francisco. There's this big, mass exodus happening, which has been basically 12,000 residents. So not that much, as you can see. And then the biggest county here is Santa Clara County. And then obviously these are much smaller counties, so you're not going to see that as big. Although Contra Costa is a pretty big county, it's only lost 550 residents. The other one I wanted to show is the movement by households. And so you can see the actual change here. And so in San Francisco, between the number of households moving in 2020 versus the ones moving out in 2020, so you're looking at about a 40,000 people moving out. And then San Mateo's 10,000. And as I mentioned, Santa Clara is 25,000. The other one I wanted to show is domestic migration. And I thought this one was a little bit interesting as well, is looking at the numbers here, best considered significant trends in population movements into and out of the Bay Area. And it looks at net foreign migration. And so you can see residents moving between the Bay Area and other US locations. And so it's a minus of 94,000 or so. And then I thought this was interesting as well, is foreign migration. And migration here from other countries has always been big in the Bay Area. And so you can see we've actually had quite a bit of decrease from our peak here in 2015. And so it's interesting too, as you'll see, as we came out of this great recession, we started having a lot more foreign migration into the Bay Area as well. And then I thought this was interesting too. It's looking at basically births and deaths. And so you can see the trend has been going down a little bit over the last 10 years or so. And in terms of births, we had 88,000. But then we also had 63,000 deaths in the Bay Area. And so there's a difference of 25,000 gained. And I think that's something that the media doesn't necessarily talk about as much, is they're just looking at people moving out, but not looking at new births, as well as what natural deaths are also. And then this is one of the biggest trends that you'll see when you're talking about what's happening in terms of real estate. And so you can see that there's basically, this is exactly what's happened here in real estate in the Bay Area, and particularly in San Francisco as well, is that we've created a lot of jobs. And as you create more jobs, obviously more people move into the area as well. And so, I mean, this is just astronomical. I'm assuming that's one of the biggest increases that you're going to see pretty much anywhere in the country. I thought I read a statistic one time that San Francisco created about 800,000 jobs from 2010, but they've only built about 25 to 30,000 units. So obviously, rent's going to go up, home prices are going to go up as a result of that. And then on the downside of it, one thing that everyone talks about is San Francisco homelessness. And obviously, if jobs are increasing and you're not building that much, that's going to increase homelessness, unfortunately. And then the other chart I wanted to show is the actual Bay Area population trends. And so this is all 11 Bay Area counties. And so you can see where we've been over the last few years. And so that's kind of similar to what the other chart is that were shown before, but this actually shows you per county. Santa Clara is obviously the biggest county in the area. And then this is the Bay Area county populations, very similar to the last chart that I was just showing. So you can see that Which one thing I thought was interesting before was there wasn't that many households that have left Contra Costa, even though it's one of the bigger counties. So you are seeing a little bit of that flight going from some of the other areas out into the suburbs. Contra Costa is actually out where I grew up. That's the Walnut Creek, Concord, Lafayette, Orinda, that area is all Contra Costa. So I just wanted to share that with people because there is kind of a misconception, I think, of this mass population exit out of the Bay Area, although we are seeing some households leave. But as the jobs come back and we start to open up, I think that will only increase the people wanting to get back into the city. Obviously, during the pandemic, you can't utilize everything that you love San Francisco for. The going out to the bars and restaurants, going and seeing live music, the theaters, all that obviously was shut down. And so I see that continuing to increase as we hit the summer months in fall 2021. So I am hashtag the tallest man in real estate. Hopefully this helped you a little bit see of what's truly going on. Obviously, if you have any questions or anything, you can reach me at eric@ericjansonrealtor.com. That's eric@ericjansonrealtor.com. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.